welcome to my session about computer science is for everyone. So let's do a little intro, just a little warm up, icebreaker, if you will. So this is called a waterful chat, and what we're going to do is I'm going to be asking you questions. I want you to type in those questions, but do not send them until I tell you to, right? So everybody's just going to send the answer at the same time, and that's going to create that waterfall chat effect, all right? So if you do understand the instructions, I want you to type in a 1. If you don't, I want you to type in a 0. If you're still lost on the instructions, just type in a 0. And then when I tell you to, you're going to send the answer, all right? So 1 if you understand the instructions, 0 if you don't, and then you're going to send your answers in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, a lot of ones. Awesome, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go with the first question. Please type in, but wait for me to tell you when to send it, the name of the school that you attend. Cindy, it's okay, we just got started. You're good. So Cindy, go ahead and type in the answer, the school that you go to, the name of the school, but don't send the answer yet, okay? Just wait for me to tell you when to send it. All right, so now you're going to send your answer in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, North Miami Beach, Homestead High School, Coral Reef, Miami Sunset, Southwest, another Miami Sunset student, Ferguson, Southwest Miami. Well, a lot of Southwest students, students from Southwest High School. Really cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, here's another question. You're going to answer 1 if it is a yes, and you're going to answer 0 if the answer to the question is no. So have you ever tried coding before? All right, and you're going to send your answers in 3, 2, 1, go. 0, we have 1, 0. That's good. That's perfect. We have a no. Justin, it's a 1 for a yes and no for a 0. All right, so we have a lot of 1s, a lot of yes. That's good, awesome, but some no, and that is awesome. All right, next, you're going to type in the name of the city where you were born, okay? Name of the city where you were born, all right? And then you're going to send your answer in 3, 2, 1, go. Havana, Miami, Jacksonville. Okay, Miami, Medellin. We have a Paisa. I'm from Bogota. And then we have Miami. And on my previous session, I also had another Colombian person. Pretty interesting. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. Next one. Now, I want to know about your pets, right? If you have a pet, I want you to type in the kind of pet that you have and the name. If you don't have a pet, you're just going to type in a 0, okay? So just a 0 if no pets. If you have a pet, the kind of pet, and the name of the pet or pets. Maybe you have multiple ones. I do have multiple pets. So you ready? Send your answers now. 0 pets, 0 cats. Belle and Peanut, I love those names, pretty cool. Cocktail Bear, Princess, and Lola. Oh, that's pretty cool, a cocktail bear. I do not know what a cocktail bear is, but I'm sure it's pretty cool. Cora, a girl dog, awesome. Cat called Chimulo. Pretty interesting name, first time that I hear Chimulo. 1 dog. Justin, what's the name of your dog? All right. So Justin doesn't want to share the name. Chimuelo. Interesting. Cora. Justin, Cora. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, you have already said that before. So use 1 girl dog. All right. Next question. You're going to type in the name of your favorite YouTube channel. Favorite YouTube channel. All right, so your favorite YouTube channel, and you're going to send your answer in 3, 2, 1, go. Dream, Aurum Play, Coralfish 12G, interesting. Michael Reeves, PewDiePie, probably. Is that PewDiePie probably the answer, or is probably another YouTube channel? So I don't know if his YouTube channel goes by the same name, but I like the YouTuber Mark Rober. You probably recognize him by the glitter bomb, right? I've been following him for years now. He used to be a NASA engineer, and he became a YouTuber, and he creates really, really cool videos. What I really like about him is that he teaches you a lot about many different things. I recommend watching the one about the squirrels. It's pretty interesting. All right. And last question. Okay. What is the bravest thing that you have ever done? So I want you to type in what is the bravest thing that you have ever done. All right. I'm going to give you probably about 10 seconds more this time. So if you want to go ahead and explain what it is, you may do so. But what is the bravest thing that you have ever done? All right. So just a few more seconds. And you're going to send your answers in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, people are still typing. Build a computer. Awesome, Isabella. Really, really cool. Build a computer. So I am hoping that that's a computer where you're typing from. So let's see. Who else? What is the bravest thing that you have ever done? Took a lap around Homestead Speedway at full speed in a NASCAR car with a NASCAR driver. Awesome, Samantha. That is really, really cool. I'm sure you were very, very nervous, but you were super happy at the end, right? You wanted to do it again. I'm sure. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Samantha. Anybody else would like to share? What is the okay? I jumped from a 20-foot platform into a lake. Woo! That is scary. It is very scary. 20 foot is a long distance. Good job, Bailey. Anybody else? Did you do it multiple times, Bailey? Also, with just once. I jump into the water from a diving board. Oof, those diving boards can be pretty high. Twice, Bailey. That's pretty cool. Nice. Anybody else wants to share what is the bravest thing that they have done? The first was by accident. Wow. So by accident you fell, but then you ended up liking it, so you went ahead and did it again. Oh, it happens. It happens. I'm glad you're okay though. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. The bravest thing that I have ever done is doing an online info session like this one for the first time. It was pretty interesting. It's very nerve-wracking, and you don't know who's going to be there. And I've done it to adults, so it's a little bit different. All right. So now, thank you for telling me about your experiences. Now, let me tell you about me, right? So who's this guy asking me all of these questions? So my name is Willie Orozco, and I am the regional manager for the Microsoft TEALS program. It is a Microsoft philanthropies program. And what we do is that we help high schools to either start or to build existing computer science programs. The bravest thing I've ever done is to help people. Justin, thank you so much for saying that. It is sometimes difficult to help people, especially when others are not helping, and it's difficult to take the first step. But I must say it's one of the most rewarding experiences that I have lived in my life, helping others. So that goes into talking a little bit about me. So I live here in Miami with my beautiful family. I have my wife, my 2 kids. I love computer science. I love physical computing. So you can see some of the videos. This is my daughter here in the center, top center. She's with the little tiny drummer. It uses some sensors, some actuators, and it's a little tiny drummer, right? You can see the light going up on and off, and you can see on the top right different robots that we have created just using cardboard, right? And of course, they're programmed. So that one is using randomness to move the head in different directions. This one right here, you can see that you can actually kind of pet him, and you see that the eyes switch to a different kind of like happy state. And then you can also feed that one as well. So when you feed him, a little sign in the back pops up saying yummy. So yes, so this is physical computing. It is programming, but at the same time you're building things, and I think that's pretty cool. You can actually do really cool art with that. Well, I am one of 4 boys, so that's my picture with my beautiful mom right there. Poor mom. to have to suffer, the four of us. I'm also part of a folk Colombian music group called Puerta de Oro de Colombia. And that was us last year for the Super Bowl. Well, an event related to the Super Bowl before the day of the Super Bowl. So, but going into helping people. So I come from the classroom, and I would always try to have my students help others. So we were 3D printing prosthetic hands for kids. Some of the prosthetic hands made it to England, others to Bolivia. We also build customs for wheelchairs. It is a pretty rewarding experience. You learn a lot, and you create really good connections. So props for you, Justin, for helping people. Good job. All right, let's do another quick activity. You can open another tab and go to this website, aka.ms/whatiscs, or you can use your device and a smart device and scan the QR code. It will take you straight there. And you're going to see a picture like this one. Right now, you're going to see some answers because I used the same board with my previous session. And all you have to do, if you have never used a Padlet before, is you're going to click on the bottom right, that little plus sign, and you're going, that a little window is going to open, and you can type in the answer to your question, which is, in your own words, using your own words, what do you think is computer science, right? So share with us, share with everyone, what is computer science? And I'm going to give you only a couple of minutes for you to answer. So in your own words, and that's okay. If you don't know the answer, just tell us what you think computer science is. You can also get a few hints from the answers from other people. And let's see if I can actually share some of those answers with you. All right, so there it is. We have some answers. More answers are coming in. Study of algorithms, that's pretty interesting. This computer science is discoveries of new ways to use computer technology and improve it with time. Really good answer. Study of how computers work. That's really, really good. The study of the way computers work and function. Is the function of computers and what gets them to function. Interesting, very, very interesting. How they function, how they're made, includes engineering and coding. Really, really good answer. Computer science is the ability to create something from a simple one-dimensional idea to a whole world using engineering, I guess. That is a really interesting question. Engineering and still typing, and programmation. Coding. I love that one-dimensional idea. That is pretty interesting. Which dimension is that? I guess an idea in your mind is probably one dimension. That's pretty interesting. I like that. I like that answer. That's really good. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing those answers. So I will say you're all right. Everybody's right, right? But before I tell you my definition of computer science, I want you to hear, before I tell you my definition, right, let's look at the definition from Wikipedia, okay? So according to Wikipedia, computer science is the study of algorithm processes, computational machines, and computation itself. As a discipline, computer science spans a range of topics from theoretical studies and algorithms. Horrible explanation, I hate it, right? So you probably, when you think in your mind of computer science, maybe a picture, an image like this one pops in your brain of a person just sitting on a computer typing a bunch of lines of code, right? But before I tell you my definition, again, the actual definition of computer science, let's see what other students who have done computer science say about computer science. Oops, what's happening with my video? It's not playing. Play. Play. There you go. Now, if you cannot hear the sound, please put a 0 in the chat. If you can hear it, please put a 1. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback.
There's so much you can do with STEM, you know, whether that's science, technology, or math. And I think it's just really crucial to like human betterment. I just really realized computer science isn't everything, and there's no going around it.
Computer science means a lot to me because it's a problem you've got to solve. Not all problems can be solved, but there's always a way to work around it.
Kind of gives you a new way of thinking about the world a little bit, and it's a really useful skill when you consider the effort you put in to the skills you get out of it.
It teaches you a new way to think. It's unlike any other class, and it allows you to express yourself.
You understand everything you interact with. You understand why it's built, how it's built. You can see that, wow, this is actually something that's built. I think that's something that's changed a lot for me, especially as I've become more educated with how technology works.
It's always that sense of achievement we get after we test all of our coding projects and they actually work the first time. It's really fun.
All right. So as you can see, some of the answers that you put in the Padlet actually match you, right? So, and you can keep hearing that it is just a bunch of different things. It's not just one. So the way that I want you to think about computer science is that it is an umbrella term, right? It means many different things, right? And what falls into that umbrella term is different categories, right? Not only do we have the people that code, yes, coding is part of it. We also have many different jobs, right? Like database administrators, software developers. So software developers are the ones that actually make the code, right? But you also have database administrator. Where is all of that information going to, right? Where is all of your info when you sign in into your social media? Where is that going, right? So there are administrators, right? That figure out where to put this information and how to handle it. Of course, there are computer hardware engineers. Hardware is the physical computer, right? So the physical machine, there are engineers, right? And they also fall into the category of computer sciences. System analytics, network architects. So if you watch The Matrix, probably not, but there was a guy, main guy at the end of the last movie called the architect, right? And he was the one who designed the whole Matrix. Well, in real life, we do have network architects. And just like an architect designs buildings, an architect, a network architect designs how are the computers going to connect and communicate with each other in a network, right? We have web developers. We probably use the internet every single day in our lives, and every single one of those websites was created by a web developer, right? Security analyst, cybersecurity is a big thing right now, right? What else? Research scientists, so scientists that actually research how to better the computers, how to make them better, right? How are they going to be faster? How are we going to deal with all of this power that computers consume? And how are we going to release a lot of the heat generated by computers, right? So a lot of research scientists are studying that, IT project managers. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is that computer science, it is for everyone because there is always something different to do with computer science. Pixar movies, of course, they do have computer science. They're all computer movies, computer-generated graphics, right? So art falls into computer science when it is done by computers and there is somebody who puts that art into the computer, right? Technology in general. So everything that has to do with technology is in computer science. So you can think of it as just a little bit of something for everyone, right? And many people are afraid of computer science because they think, oh no, that's too much math, that's too complex, that's not for me. Well, I want you to change that because as a matter of fact, there is always something that you can find that you like about computer science, whether it is coding, whether it has to be with networking, with maybe just building the machines, right? All of that falls into computer science, right? But now the question is, why am I telling you all this, right? Why is this guy telling me about everything about computer science? And I'm telling you that because I see this as an opportunity. Right now, there are 500,000 jobs open in the United States that we cannot fill, right? 500,000 jobs in all of the United States for computer science. However, the schools in all of the United States in 2019 and 2020, less than 50,000 students graduated from universities with a computer science degrees, right? So tell me something. What do you think this is going to create, right? What is the effect of having this disparity, right? Where there are 500,000 jobs out there and 50,000 people only that are graduating each year from computer science. What do you think this is going to generate? And there is a hint right there. 67% of all the new jobs in STEM. And if you don't know what STEM means, it means science, technology, engineering, and math. So everything that has to do with technology, with the sciences, with engineering, 67% of all of the new jobs have to do with computing, right? And it's the #1 source of new wages in the United States. So that's the hint. What do you think the disparity of 500,000 job openings and only 50,000 people that come out of colleges to fill in those jobs, what's that going to generate? You're welcome to share that in the chat. What do you think it's going to generate? An opportunity for what? Maybe higher wages, right? So this just represents how much money a computer science graduate can actually make throughout their lives. Computer science majors can earn 40% more than any other college professional, right? Right now, students who leave college earn a minimum of $72,000 a year. And that is unheard of. There is no bachelor's that give you that when you come out of college. But computer science, you can earn a minimum of $72,000 a year. And as you continue in the profession and you get experience, then your average salary goes around $100,000, right? And that's just the average. Of course, you can go higher, right? So this creates a huge opportunity for you. Right now, there is a big push by in Florida to have South Florida, Miami, Broward, Palm Beach, to create this area as a tech hub, similar to what you know as Silicon Valley. Right now, there is a huge push. The mayor of the city of Miami is promoting a lot. He's actually asking companies to come to Miami. Blackstone, which is a huge company, just opened their office here in Miami. They're looking to hire about 400 different professionals in technology, and many other companies, many different startups are happening in Miami. So right now we're in a boom of the technology industry, right? But then what's going to happen at some point? We're not going to have enough people to fill in those jobs, right? So this is your opportunity, right? This is now the time for you to start getting into that computer science pipeline. See what is it that you like about computer science. Maybe it's not coding. Maybe it's just the physical aspect. Maybe it's the research of it, right? But there is a huge boom of technology in our area, and you can actually use that to your advantage, right? If you are in a minority, right? Black or Hispanic, which I know in Miami, Hispanics were not a minority, but if you're in a minority, there's a lot of help. There is a lot of push, especially from companies. They're looking for to diversify their talent. The AP College Board, right, which is the organization that creates the AP exams, they reported that last year only 25% of the students that took the AP test for computer science classes were female students, right? So we're working to actually make sure that we have more and more women in the field because we don't have enough, right? In colleges, when you go to college, you probably see 1 or 2 women in each class of computer science. So we need to actually change that. The same for Black and African American people, the same for Hispanic people. So there is a lot of push by companies, there is a lot of push from universities, and there is some money out there to actually provide education for students in these underrepresented communities to start representing themselves in the field. So a lot of opportunities are happening there, right? And not just the opportunities, not just the money, not just if you are in one of these categories, computer science is fun. So the Change the Equation is an organization that they promote a lot of computer science, and they came up with, they were asking the students who have taken computer science, what is the most, the subject that you enjoy the most, right? And you can see that computer science is the most liked right after the arts, right? So a lot of students are enjoying computer science. And some of you who have actually done some computer science before, you have probably enjoyed it, right? Or some coding. All right, so let's do another waterfall chat. Now that we spoke a little bit about computer science, share with me what is computer science using only 3 words, right? And this is waterfall chat. So you're just going to type in the answer, but you're not going to send it yet. And I probably have to give you a little bit more time because I know it's difficult to put it in just 3 words, right? So see if you can describe what is computer science using only 3 words. So while you do this, that image that you see there is actually from my job. This is some of my coworkers, and we do the wonderful chat all the time. All right. So I see some people that started posting their answers. So if you're ready, just go ahead and send your answer. So I see creative, investigate, computers. I like that. All right. So who else? Who else wants to share what they think is computer science just using 3 words? Two. Okay. Somebody put 2. Anybody else would like to share what is computer science using only 3 words? Science, innovation, and future. I like that. Yes, it is the future. So the way that I see computer science, probably many of you already are driving, right? You know how to drive, and you probably know how to change a tire, right? So the way that I see computer science is understanding how things work, right? And if you are driving, and it's okay, Bruce, no worries. So if you know how to drive, right, and you get a flat tire, if you don't know how to change that flat tire, you're going to have to pay for somebody else to come and do the work for you, right? However, if you know how to change a flat tire, you have a little bit more experience. So I see that as computer science. Computer science is in everything that you see today, right? So understanding how it works better, then you can actually address some of the issues that you have in computer science. Building technology and creative. I love that word of creative. That's really, really good. Yes, it is creative. Infrastructure, automation, and innovation. Whoa. I love that. Really awesome words, Samantha. Big words. Automation. Things working by themselves. And a lot of people are afraid of computers taking over our jobs, right? You just gotta go back and think that, well, if somebody takes your job, why am I gonna get stuck, right? And why don't I learn something new? Maybe I can be the one who serves those computers that are doing the job now, right? So we always need to be looking how to improve yourselves. If you guys watch that movie Hidden Numbers, right? Remember that all of the calculations were being made by all of these women on paper, right? And then the computer came up and they had that computer doing all of the calculations for NASA. And then somebody had the idea, well, I could be the one who programs that computer, right? So that's the way to think. That is the mindset that we should always have. Technology, experience, and innovation. I love that. Experience. I like that word, Justin. Experience. Awesome. So let's see what others have said. Students like you have said about computer science. What do they think is computer science? Why my video is taking so long? There you go.
Ooh, that's difficult. 3 words.
God, I don't know.
I would say it's challenging.
Challenging.
Hard. Comprehensive. Easy. Learnable. Doable.
A little stressful.
Technological.
Enlightening. Imagination.
Intellectual.
Innovative, I guess.
It's expanding.
Creative. Dreaming.
The future, really.
And it's fun.
Outright fun.
Fun.
Really fun.
And just fun. And
Life-changing.
You know, computer science is so many things that I don't think it can be summed up in just 3 words.
So yes, computer science is many, many different things, right? And do you notice that some of the words that you guys use to describe computer science actually match the words from these kids? These kids, I want you to know that these kids are in the opposite side of the United States. They're in Washington State. There was a computer science fair over there, and these were their answers. So they have had some experience with computer science, probably like some of the experience that you guys had before. And you can see how some of the answers still match, right? And I really like how they included the word challenging and fun, right? I find challenges to be fun, right? Sometimes they may be a little bit stressful, but once you can actually continue, go through those challenges, address those challenges, and solve those problems, then you can actually have a lot of fun with it. So I wanted to share with you some opportunities. Hold on. Something that I forgot to mention before was, one of the comments here that women that try computer science in high school, they're 10 times more likely to major in college in computer science. And Black and Hispanic students are 7 times more likely to continue computer science in college, right? So, and I totally recognize that you are already in high school and you probably don't have that opportunity to do computer science at your school. But I'm going to offer you some resources that you can actually use to either learn computer science by yourselves or to actually get something started at your school. So many of you have probably seen the very first one, which is code.org. It's an amazing organization. Not only do they provide curriculum for teachers to teach computer science, they also have their website, many different activities, and student or anybody can actually go in and start learning how to code in many different languages by themselves. They also lobby the government so we can actually start implementing laws so computer science is more accessible for everybody, right? So an amazing organization. They also put up a report about the state of computer science education in all of the United States. Carnegie Mellon University, it is probably the best university in the United States for computer science and robotics, right? They also created a curriculum. It is absolutely free of charge. Anybody can go in, join, and start doing their curriculum. Girls Who Code. So if your school doesn't offer a computer science class, they don't have a technology program, see if you can start a Girls Who Code club at your school. All you have to do is find a teacher that will be the sponsor for the team, and then you can actually start the Girls Who Code program. Now, I know the name is Girls Who Code. They're promoting more women into the industry. However, they don't discriminate. So anybody can actually join the Girls Who Code club. Whether they're boys or non-binary students, they can actually join the Girls Who Code. So really, really good organization. Another one is Code Art. Code Art is actually Miami-based. They're here in Miami, another great organization, and they're trying to do that they're trying to introduce computer science through art. So a lot of art happening in computer science. If you go to, oh my God, I forgot the name of the big event of arts that they do here in Miami. It's very famous all around the world, but a lot of technology is being implemented into art in general. So pretty interesting organization, something to look at if you're interested in technology or computer sciences in general. Now, CanCode. So the story behind CanCode is an 8th grade student. He started teaching elementary kids how to program, right? A couple of years later, he really got involved into that. And a couple of years later, he proposed his program to the city of Palm Beach. So the kid is in Palm Beach. He won a grant. He won $16,000 for him to start growing his program. Fast forward 2 years later, right now he's a senior, and he has 50 other volunteer high school students that are all teaching computer science to elementary kids. He has been able to register his organization as a nonprofit, and he's trying to do his best to try to spread computer science. So he's based in Palm Beach, but if you're interested in maybe just teaching others about computer science, especially little kids, I recommend that you try to reach out to them and see if you can actually be like a rep for them in Miami. See if you can actually help them expand the program in Miami. That would be pretty interesting if you really like to teach computer science and spread the knowledge of computer science to others. Now, the one that I really want you guys to pay attention to is the last one, Edge Pathway. Edge Pathway is An organization is a spin-off of a very large organization, and they have a lot of connections with industry. And what they're doing right now with this program is that they are helping students who are studying college, and they're pairing those students with industry professionals that are going to act as mentors for the students. And this is for all of the STEM fields, not just computer science. So if you are interested in engineering, if you're interested in sciences, they can actually, through this program, pair you up with industry professionals that can be your mentors, so you're better prepared as you go through your college experience. Right now, this is the first time that they're doing this. As I said, this is a spin-off from a larger organization that they have been many years promoting many different aspects of STEM fields. But this one, this new program that they came up with, they're giving actually scholarships. They are giving a scholarship to be in the program, a scholarship for paid tuition for the university that they're working with. So pretty interesting. I really recommend that if you're really into STEM and you really want to continue in your, have a career in STEM, any STEM field, look into that organization. They're offering the scholarship. And just right now, on my previous presentation, I had somebody telling me about, let me see if I can find it here. Somebody was telling me about Miami-Dade College, where they are having a summer program for high school students. Is free of charge. So I'm going to post that in the chat. So Miami-Dade College, they're doing an inaugural summer tech program to train high school students into computer science. So if you're not really sure whether you want to do computer science or not, or if you want to learn more about what to do in order to become a computer science professional, I think this is an amazing opportunity. You can apply for this program, go through in the summer through the program and start learning about Miami-Dade College. What is the programs that they offer, right? I will tell you right now that here in Miami, we have really, really good universities for computer science. Miami-Dade College has their own program. FIU has their own program. has their own program. So there is something for everyone. And all of those programs are really, really good programs. So don't go anywhere. Stay in Miami. Why? Because we have really good college programs. And right now, computer science industry is growing at a really fast pace in South Florida. So you don't have to go anywhere in order to find a job. If maybe college is not for you, there are actually boot camps. They're called coding boot camps. They actually, Annabelle Medeiros, you're sure something. Thank you so much, Annabelle, for sharing this. Resources, more resources. Also from Miami-Dade College, ransom and cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is another one that is growing a lot right now in South Florida. I mean, in general, cybersecurity, how are we going to keep people safe, right? Their information safe. How are we going to keep our network safe from attacks, right? So that is huge. Thank you so much, Annabelle, for sharing that info with us. Antonio was in the previous one. He shared the other program. I'm going to connect with him. Annabelle, please connect with me because I would love to learn more about this offerings for our students. But as I was saying, so you don't have to go anywhere leave South Florida in order if you want to continue computer science education or the profession. We have a lot of opportunities happening right now. Just make sure that you start taking advantage of those opportunities. And for many of us, it could be a life-changing opportunity with those high salaries that you're finding in the profession. So really good, interesting programs. And if you have any questions, anything that I can help with, please don't hesitate to reach out. My email is willie@tlsk12.org. So you have two options. If there is no computer science in your school right now, you have two options. Number one, Girls Who Code, right? See if you can find one teacher in your school that will support you into creating a club for Girls Who Code, right? And see if you can get that started in your school. The second option, contact me, all right? I help schools build their computer science programs, all right? You have my email there. Put me in contact with the school and see if we can actually start the computer science at your school. All right, so now, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns, please feel free to share those in the chat. I'm here to answer any questions that you may have about computer science in general. You have about 5 minutes left, so any questions? Now is your time. And I had really good questions on my previous presentation. Things like, what if I know how to code and I kind of losing interest, right? And we had a really good conversation about how to try to marry what they know in computer science and find something that they're passionate about, right? So I'm also a member of CSTA, the Computer Science Teacher Association, and this last December we did a hackathon, and students were being asked to create either a game or an app that will teach others about a social issue. So many students created apps and games about animal cruelty, about what else? There was another one about climate change, about the trash in the oceans, right? So these are students that are very passionate about those issues, and they're using computer science, they're coding different things so they can actually teach others about those issues. So if you're a coder, you have had some experience playing around with coding, and you're kind of like losing interest, just find something that you're passionate and see if you can actually teach others about your passion through computer science. Hi, I had a quick question pertaining to the job industry. Thank you so much, Bailey. Because of this push of students entering the field, do you think there is a chance in the area actually becoming inflated and it being hard to find jobs? Or are we really far away from that point, so it's not much of a concern? For you, Bailey, there is no concern at all. I just show you the numbers. 500,000 jobs in the United States. Last year, it was 400,000. Now it's 500,000. So there is no concern of not having jobs out there. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. It is the #1 source of new wages, meaning that new jobs are happening. You guys said this is innovation. Innovation is when you take something that is already out there and you start using it a different way, right? Innovation is happening in technology all the time. There are jobs right now that do not exist, and in a few months from now, they're going to be out there, right? So no, I will say right now, and I will say between 30 years from now, I don't see any issues as far as not being able to find jobs in computer science. Right now, you are in the right age because you're a high school student. You can start getting into the computer science pipeline right now. And by the time you come out of college, this boom that is happening in Miami is going to be even bigger. And it's really, really good chance that you can find a job in Miami. So no, don't worry, Bailey, you will find a job, okay? What is interesting about computer science? Well, Justin, you tell me, we just covered many different things. I think that versatility computer science, as I said, is an umbrella term, right? So you can actually find anything for anyone, right? No, Bailey, thank you. So Justin, I think you can find anything for everyone, whether you're into coding, whether you are into websites, whether you are into security, whether you are into the physical building of things, or just doing research and trying to find new components on how to make a better processor, right? There are so many options for computer science that I think that's what is very interesting. It is something that is growing in such a fast pace that the industry cannot keep up. We cannot fill in this job. So that's why we need to, it's a big opportunity for you. You're in high school right now, and if you get started right now, I mean, it's a big opportunity for you to continue into that pipeline. And when you get out there and graduate from college, or maybe if you think that college is not for you, you just go to one of those boot camps, coding boot camps. They have people graduate as a full stack developer in just 3 months. Now, yes, they do it in only 3 months. However, it's very intensive. And many of those bootcamp camps, they do require that the students have had some professional experience, whether it's any other field, right? But at least they have been out there in some other industry. So they have a little bit of professionalism in their background because it is a very intensive program. There is a couple of boot camps that I can think of right now. One is 4 gigs. Put the 4 gigs, and the other one is Boca Code. Both of them are in Broward, okay? But they're really good options for those of you who would like to just get started with it as soon as possible. They're good options. I don't know the requirements from those specific to schools, whether you have to be a professional or not in any other field, but I know that some schools do require that. So really, really good questions. Any other questions that you have? All right, so I'm going to type in my email again. Okay, please do not hesitate to reach out. Annabelle, please connect with me. I would love to learn more about that cybersecurity program from Miami-Dade College. I can share with the schools that are partnering with TILS right now, definitely. So please don't hesitate to reach out. All of you, the students, if you have any questions about computer science, please reach out to me. That's my email. If you're really interested in studying the program at your school, let me know, and we'll get in contact with administration, see if we can actually work something together. All right, so I want to thank you so much for attending, for being here in my presentation, and I wish you all a very, very good rest of your week, and enjoy the rest of the day. I think they have the closing session that is going to happen at some point now. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you, Annabelle. I'll see you around.